If you haven't seen these videos, we are entering a new chapter. Now, this has been going on for a few years. In major urban cities around the world, Tokyo, Barcelona, New York, there's been this new chapter of detourism where locals are saying, you are driving up the costs and we no longer want you here because we can't afford it. Now, on one hand, this is extremely unruly. It's not kind. These people need to protect their cities. I'm not defending them. I'm from New York. I currently reside here, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to live within my means and have a decent life, an affordable one. But these protesters are saying something. They're saying that we can no longer live here, and you're visiting our towns because we live here. As a matter of fact, the island of Manhattan in New York City is damn near uninhabitable. New Yorkers do not live there. It's usually transplants. I was in Lisbon a couple of years ago. There are also demonstrations there, and they're having the same problem. Within the city center of Lisbon, the only people that actually live there are the international folk. And I spoke to the Portuguese and I asked them, then where do you all live? And they said on the outskirts, and we have to commute in. Now, these protests are marking a coordinated effort against over-tourism across multiple countries. A lot of us may have heard of Venice, Italy, being the latest to ban tourism and limit thresholds at certain parts of the year. Spain actually ordered Airbnb to delist 66,000 properties, and Barcelona plans to eliminate 10,000 short-term rentals. They did the same thing in New York City. What do you think about this? Because on one hand, it drives a ton of money to your economy. There are countries in South America that rely on their gross domestic product. Over half of it comes from tourism. So do you want to drive that away? But on the other hand, if you actually displace all of the locals, not only do you have to account on where they should live, but then what city are you actually visiting? You only visit a city to really visit the people. The people make the city, they make up the atmosphere. So this conundrum needs to be figured out by state and local governments. I'm not sure if you put a limit on it, but you have to drive down prices. What are your thoughts on this? And I think the worst part of this whole equation is that when you see images like this, it makes you not want to go. Part of it is trying to be humane and understand where those protesters are coming from. But on the other hand, you know that you're actually contributing to their local economies, and you'd actually like to see those cities. To be continued, I guess. Let me know your thoughts.